In some overnight news, Albuquerque police are investigating a motorcycle crash. Officials were called out to a motorcycle wreck on Paseo del Norte and Coors. At last check, the overpass at eastbound Paseo over Coors is closed. Officials are waiting to learn the condition of the biker before they clear out the scene. The biker was taken to the hospital. Well, there is still so much excitement in New Mexico and all around the world this morning. Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio is waking up for the first time as Pope Francis I, the leader of the 1.2 billion Catholics globally. Matt Morrow has local reaction to this historical event. Hi, Matt.
Well, good morning to you, Elizabeth. Thousands of people, they're excited about this. They filled St. Peter's Square yesterday to watch that white smoke billow out of the Sistine Chapel. Then they saw what was Cardinal Bergoglio emerge wearing the pontiff's famous white robe for the very first time yesterday. And some folks from right here in New Mexico were there at the Vatican to see this all. And that includes the Archbishop of Santa Fe here, Michael Sheehan. He planned a pilgrimage to the Holy Land with a number of people to go to the Vatican months ago. And he had no idea that he'd be there to see this history in the making.
I'm very excited because we now have a pope who is from America, from Latin America, and I think that the new Pope, Francis I, is going to be wonderful Pope for all of us.
And the Archbishop wasn't the only person from New Mexico who was excited to see that white smoke yesterday. Rosemary Valdez witnessed it too. In fact, she sent us some pictures of the Sistine Chapel where she stood in the rain for hours.
Oh, we cheered so much. We were just yelling. We were screaming all around.
We want to hear more from her. Unfortunately, the phone connection not always the best when you're at the Vatican. The Pope is 76 years old. He is most known for helping those in need. Just one reason why he took the name of St. Francis. Now stick around in about a half hour. We'll hear more from the Archbishop Sheehan about this new Pope. Elizabeth.
All right, very exciting, Matt. Thank you. Deliberations could begin today in the wrongful death civil trial of an Albuquerque police officer and the department. Officer Brett Lampiris Tremba shot and killed Iraq War veteran Kenneth Ellis in 2010 while Ellis had a gun to his own head. Now, since the trial began last week, there's been a lot of testimony over how APD trains its officers in crisis situations. Yesterday, the judge dismissed the claim that APD was negligent in that training. Attorneys for the Ellis family rested their case Wednesday. The city will present its side now. The jury will determine damages that APD and the city have to pay to the Ellis family. 3 victims, 3 crime scenes. Police are still piecing together this week's string of shootings in a northeast Albuquerque neighborhood. Tuesday night, a man who had been shot in the arm knocked on the front door of a home near Pennsylvania and Indian School, claiming that he had been kidnapped. A trail of blood led cops to another home about a block south where a man was found dead inside. Now another blood trail led detectives to a nearby parking lot where they found a man shot in the neck and buttocks. Detectives looked for clues for 12 hours, but still a lot of questions remain unanswered.
And another neighborhood in northeast Albuquerque is back to normal this morning after a long SWAT standoff yesterday. This started about 2 o'clock at this home near Osuna in Wyoming northeast. A woman there called 911 saying her son was hitting her. She got away but was worried because there were a number of knives around her son, even 2 machetes. 7 hours later, the son came out of the home. He's now charged with battery on a household member and false imprisonment. And we now know just who was found dead slightly east of Albuquerque on Tuesday. A hiker found Joey Real's body on Cripple Creek Road in Carnuel. He was 34 years old. His family reported him missing on Sunday. Right now, investigators are calling Mr. Real's death suspicious. Well, you can call this a real family feud.
Yes, it's about a mother who died 2 years ago. Her 2 sons, one is blaming the other, saying he should have done more to keep her alive.
Police found Tom Knoll's mother, Harriet, clinging to life back in July of 2011. She was in a room. She was naked. She was unconscious and surrounded by feces. Well, Tom says his brother, Doug, was supposed to be taking care of his mom, but instead was draining her bank account.
He started out taking out $200 at a time, $200 twice a week. And then towards the end, he was taking out $500–600 twice a day.
Now Tom's especially upset because his brother is charged only with a misdemeanor, accused of neglecting their mother as well as animal cruelty, because police say Doug let 4 dogs die in another home belonging to the family. Well, we asked this district attorney to explain the case and the charges yesterday, but the prosecutor never got back to us.
Well, almost 20 guns are now back where they should be in San Juan County. Sheriff's deputies say 2 teens admitted they stole the guns from a home near Navajo Dam last month. Now, Marcus Johnson and Lyle Howell, both in a lot of trouble. They're both just 19 years old. They're facing criminal charges. Deputies say they got all the guns back to their owner. Well, FBI agents are now trying to figure out if one man is behind 3 different bank robberies. They say that this guy right here, driving a dark blue Mitsubishi Lancer with Texas plates, robbed the New Mexico Bank and Trust in Montgomery near Eubank on Tuesday. His car looks like the same one the guy was driving when he robbed the U.S. Bank on Carlisle near Constitution. That was last Friday. And they think the same guy may have also robbed the Wells Fargo on Rodeo Road in Santa Fe.
A bad batch of heroin is being blamed for 1 inmate's death, as well as several other inmates from a New Mexico jail. And actually, a lot of other inmates were hospitalized because of this. It happened at the San Miguel County Jail in Las Vegas. Officials there say a 41-year-old woman died from tainted heroin last month. The Las Vegas Optic reports that the jail began seeing the same symptoms in other inmates who were long-term chronic heroin users. The jail is now screening inmates looking for warning signs that may have taken the bad heroin. Again,